What's going on, people, and welcome to a brand new episode of Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, the podcast where I get to speak to incredible creators all across the globe. Now, once again, thank you for all of the support and the love on the channel. You know how much we appreciate it. Now, I'm your host, the one and only Mr. Midas, but I am not important, because what is important is the amazing creator we have on today's show, because we have a content creator. We are talking a fellow PlayStation fanboy. We are talking backlog gang, shooting star, Bang'em TV. Welcome to Too Many Games and Not Enough Time, my G. How are you doing today?
Love. Appreciate you. I've never been introduced like that before in my life, and I feel special right now. Love, man. Appreciate that. Thank you for having me on your platform. I'm actually a big fan. I'm kind of shocked I'm actually here right now, so appreciate the love. Appreciate you for kind of reaching back and bringing me in on this, man. So happy to be here.
What's really dope is, Bang'em, one of the things that really stand out to me as a creative in the space is other creators who are always supporting. So that's how I've even come across you, like seeing you on the timeline, always supporting other creators, supporting myself. And I actually did a, do you want me to call you Sean? Because I know you don't like to be called Bang'em.
Do you know what it is?
I know you got a complex, you don't like to be called that. So should I just call you Sean?
Do you know what it is? For me, Bang'em is like my gamer tag, so I've never really taken that serious, and it's only now I'm getting used to people calling me Bang'em. But if people want to call me Sean or Bang'em, I'm fine with either nowadays. But it's taking me time to get here.
It's cool. Alright, sure. So I love that you support other creators and stuff like this. And I actually did a call out. I was like, who should be on the podcast? And your name came up more than once. So there's a lot of love for you in the community. So I'm excited to talk some games with you. But let's get straight into it. Like, we both love, we're both big fellow PlayStation fans, and we both have crazy backlogs just like everyone else. So I've got two questions for you. The first is, what is the game that's on your backlog that you're most excited to get back to? And the second question, answer them one at a time. I'm going to throw them both at you. And the second question is, what is a PlayStation first party title that means something special to you?
So the game that's in my backlog that I'm anticipating is God of War. So I haven't started. So part of the new franchise, like 2018 going forward, that new style, I haven't started that yet. I've got them sat there, but that's going to be the first. This is me saying it now, but this is going to be the first game that's going to pop up on the backlog. I was getting some bits sorted out and sorting out my production aspect, but that's all going to be coming on the channel.
Wait. Before you even leave, so have you played the OG God of War?
I played the OG ones on the PlayStation 1, 2 and stuff. So I know who Kratos is. I know the story, but I just haven't played the new style, the third person, a bit tighter over the back end. That's what I haven't really touched on yet. So I've got them sat there, but I'm waiting to kind of get into that. So I'm waiting for Christmas. I'm waiting for work to finish and all that. I can sit down, chill out and really get my head down and bang that out.
Sean, fam, you are in for the time of your life. When I say, like, it's weird. I didn't like the old God of Wars. I thought they were I feel like they were a bit too action-adventure-y, a bit too corny for me. They just didn't resonate with me. I didn't really like Kratos as a character. It just didn't really resonate with me. I played them, but it was a bit like, yeah. I stand by and say that probably God of War Ragnarok is probably one of the best games on the PlayStation. It's not my favorite. I have games that I prefer, but I feel like it's probably one of the best. Like, fam, when I mean you're in for a whale of a time the way you were. I'm assuming you played The Last of Us, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So you know when you play The Last of Us, the way that game affects you,
it's like God of War invoking, right? It's yeah.
Fam, I'm like, this is why man plays games. You get me? Get me hype. So you're in a good time. That is a good way to start your backlog. That's some good Christmas play for you. I'm almost jealous that's not my Christmas play.
But this is not even Ragnarok. It's the first one.
No, but I'm talking. I know you gotta do them both. But I mean,
just getting into that.
The God of War 2018 for me, I probably enjoyed more than Ragnarok because it was the first time you experienced that. But Ragnarok's a better game. It's like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like Breath of the Wild blew my mind because I didn't think a Zelda game could be like that. But Tears of the Kingdom's a better game because of the mechanics, what they've added on.
Okay, got you. Okay, and PlayStation exclusive that sits with me. I think I am still gonna stick with Ghost of Tsushima. I think I am, because I literally finished up on that this year. It took me, I said to myself, I'm going to play it on lethal mode about a year ago. It took me like a solid year to complete it. And that game just blew me away, from the story, the visuals, the gameplay, the stealth aspect, the way you can kind of go in gung-ho and fight people. And I was just blown away overall by that game. So I stand by it. I think I've said it before that that game is like up there for me as maybe number 1 or number 2 all time.
That Ghost of Tsushima is so special. And I've said it loads of times. I even said it today on the podcast when I was recording with another episode today. I always see Ghost of Tsushima as the best Assassin's Creed ever made. I feel like they took that Assassin's Creed formula and just repped it to a whole nother level. And like, I love Jin Sakai's story. I love the character. I love the world. Like, what they did with the wind was just
genius.
Just impeccable, fam. Because we're not looking at a map. Like, we need to go somewhere. We actually see how beautiful this world is. And one of my favorite things is like seeing a bird, like, or a fox.
Where's that going? Let me follow it.
Where's it going? And I'm following it. Like, who ever thought of like, let's get them to do a side quest by just having a bird? And you might miss that bird. You might be looking over to the left and you miss the bird, or you go another side. Genius. But for me, what really grabbed me is, I'm not like a big samurai guy, but I'm a ninja guy. Like, I love ninja, like old school ninja movies like and stuff like.
Okay, so do you not play the Tenshus or the Onimushas back in the day or anything like that?
No? Fam, don't guess me. Tenchu Stealth Assassin. That is my game. Listen.
I'm waiting on a remake for that. I swear to God, I'm waiting on a remake, man.
Fam, that's how I played Ghost. I weren't doing the honorable thing. I weren't doing. I see Bear Man was going to the front and they were like, "Do you want to challenge me?" Fam. I was sneaking in the back. I was taking out this man. I was dropping. I was literally. I was literally playing it like Tenchu and. One of the things that I really love as well is you're insane. I don't even know why you played it on that hard mode, and you could tell me about hard mode in a minute. And 2 is the one-on-one battles. That's when I like the samurai. When it almost became like a fighting game where it's just you battling one enemy. What made you decide to go on them hard modes? Is that normal for you?
Nah, it's not normal for me. But because I wanted to take my sweet time with it, I was like, okay, I'll play it of an evening or whatever. And I found, because I know you always say because I watch the pod, I watch it, and you always say you're bad with parrying. So I know that. But for me, I found the parry and I found the combat a little bit easy. So I was like, me just whack the difficulty all the way up and see how I fare. And I was like, okay, this is giving me a challenge to the point where it's frustrating me. And I was like, okay, cool, let me stick with this. So this is what, and it just took me long. It was literally like a year. When I was looking back at my videos the other day, I was like, I started this in 2022, sometime in 2022. So yeah, we're here, man.
Sean, you don't have to come on my podcast and flex on me, you know. He's like, I know you're trash at parrying. Like, I know you're trash. Like, fam, I'm not. I'm on another level. I'm not like you, man. You trash parry, man, can sit over there. I can do the hard mode. Because you see me, man. The parrying was simple to me, fam. I'm not like you, man.
Oh, do you know what? I didn't even mean to shade you like that, man. No shade.
Nah, it's all jokes, my G. It's all jokes, my G.
Yeah, man.
Alright, let's take it back to Little Sean. Yeah, when you said Little Yota, Little Bad Yota, and them thing there. What's a game from your childhood that you always think about when you think about gaming? So it doesn't have to be your favorite game. Just a game from your childhood that really resonates with you.
I don't want to go too far back. I think, okay, so a wicked couch co-op group game that involved 4 of us. It was between 2 consoles, yeah. So I was big into wrestling back in the day. So it was WCW Nitro, No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000 on the N64, 4 controllers with the Mandem after school. Amazing, yeah. And then it kind of progressed to the PS1 with the multi-tap. Do you remember that? And you could have like that, and you had like SmackDown vs. Raw, another level, man. Like those days were prominent like days of my years of my childhood. Riding home from school, you know, getting all the man them over or going to my friend's house and we're just playing like TLC match, Hell in a Cell match. Oh man, those are the days, man. Love that.
One of my, it's funny because I don't talk about it that often, but one of the biggest gaming memories in my life is WWE No Mercy. And I used to live on the street, and I used to have 3 brethren on the street, and they used to come to my house, and we'd literally have we'd have a title. We'd create your own characters because you could create your own character. I had some mad name character. I can't even remember. It was some light skinned youth with blonde hair. I don't know why I was doing Cisco. And we would literally fight for the belt. And I used to, because of it was my 64, so I was a little bit better than everyone, and I used to take them man out. And they was only allowed to have 1 title fight each, so they could take me out. And I never
proper structure.
And I never forget my brethren Chaz. He came to my house one day, and I don't know why, he just had a different swag to him that day, fam. And he came and he took my title, fam. And he wouldn't give me no reason. He wouldn't give me no reason. He was like, I'm going home now. I'm like, nah, you can't just come to my house, take the title, and not give me the reason, fam. I had to wait for like a week. He wouldn't even come to my house.
I would be stressed. I would not be able to sleep after that, man.
Fam, I was sweating. You get me? Like, I was upset. But those like, it's like GoldenEye and Mario Kart, like those having 4 friends in one room, all on the N64 games, they were special, man.
Like couch co-op, it's a lost art. Couch co-op, I know online gaming is amazing, it's sick. I know we're in this kind of new generation of gaming, but you know, actually linking up, sitting down and thrashing out on whatever games on your couch together, it's a lost art, man. I know we've got bars and stuff these days, but it just doesn't restore the feeling of being at home with your friends come over and there's like an excitement on a multiplayer game, you know?
I think that's why the Nintendo Wii was so successful when the Nintendo Wii came, because I think about Wii Sports a lot, and Wii Sports for me reminds me of Monopoly. You know, like every Christmas or family gathering, the Monopoly board always comes out. Like, even if someone doesn't play board games, they want to play Monopoly and stuff like that. And that's what Wii Sports did. And like you said, like having new gen graphics that are sick, and you can talk to your brethren on comms and stuff, but actually just being next to your brethren, bucking him up on Street Fighter or Mario Kart. Like, there's nothing that kind of emulates that anymore, and it's super exciting that companies like Nintendo still be able to do stuff like that. And have you ever played It Takes Two?
That's on the PlayStation, right? That family game, right?
So It Takes Two
it's like a co-op.
And then he did another one called A Way Out. So Way Out is 2 guys in prison, and then they can break out of prison, and then It Takes Two is a wife and a husband, and then they basically go, fam, you need to play one of them. Like, they are add it to the backlog. I know the backlog's long, but I'm adding to your backlog even more.
I'm gonna write that one down.
No, they're proper sick. All right, so we are in new gen. We have the PlayStation 5, and we've got the Xbox Series X, and these consoles are much closer to like PC gaming and stuff like that. What is your most anticipated new gen game?
I've got like 4 next year coming out. So I've got Black Myth Wukong is up there. It's like my number 1. Phantom Blade Zero is another one, which is looking fire. Crimson Desert is looking amazing. And Star Wars Outlaws. Those are like my 4 on my hit list. I don't know how I'll fit those in a year, next year, because it's going to be mad. But those are kind of like all on my radar at the moment.
Sure, and you're just shying off again with your parry skills, innit? You're like, all of the games that I can parry. No, I think Black Myth Wukong looks so sick. Like, like that kind of monkey magic kind of character vibes. That kind of dope pro tag. Like, I don't play Souls-like games, so like the stuff like Bloodborne and Elden Ring and Souls, like I don't like that aesthetic. That visual aesthetic doesn't really speak to me. And the first one with that kind of vibe that spoke to me was Sekiro. And I was trash on that because that's all parry, and I don't even think I beat the second boss. But Black Myth Wukong is probably the first one that I'm like, do you know what? I gotta try it. You know, like it just looks epic, and I'm excited for those big battles in that. Like, all right, I might have to die 19 times just to be able to beat this boss, but that's probably the first one that's got me feeling like that. What is it about it that's really standing out to you?
So I like the Monkey King movies. So I'm big into martial arts movies as well, all the old school ones, and I know like the Journey to the West lore. So when I saw that, I think they're called, the game dev house is called Game Scientific or something like that, the guys that are making it, and I was like, they've caught this spot on with like the monsters as well, and like the lore behind it, the mythical lore. And the way it just plays, I was like, nah, I'm sold. And the thing is, I haven't played Elden Ring. I haven't played many Souls-like games. But this one here, I was like, I'll put my time into it. I'll invest because it's the story alone looks sick to me. So I was like, yeah, I need this in my life. And with it being on the PlayStation 5, all me.
Yeah, no, it looks cold. And Phantom Blade, when I saw that trailer, I was like, that combat can't be like that. Like the combat is mad. The way it's fluid and it just moves. I'm like, how are they gonna make it like that? And what's really interesting is the devs behind it, they usually do mobile games. So this is their first like console game. Yeah, this is their first AAA like console game. And what they was saying is the great thing about them making mobile games is them understanding how to make combat easy and refined, because obviously when you're on your phone it can't be too complex. It can't be too complex. So they say that they really defined how it is. So fam, if that combat plays the way it looks,
it's looking good, man. Like it looks like they've mastered the like the Chinese sword play, like Jin Dynasty style, like drunken. It's looking good. Like if they've got the moves, like from what we've seen so far, it's looking good. So I can't lie. Like I'm waiting on that as well.
Yeah, it just looks so fast and fluid and mad, and I'm just like, don't gas me. Don't gas me up, fam. Like there's some super dope games that are really kind of out there that I'm excited about. Sean, one of the things that I spoke about at the beginning of the podcast is how incredible you are when it comes to supporting other creators and kind of and that's kind of how I've come across you. But I want to know a little bit about your content journey, and not specifically about how it started, but kind of where you want to take the content space and where you're at and where you want to go to with it.
Okay, so journey-wise, started off COD, like everyone else during the pandemic. Where I'm at right now is Let's Plays, because it's what I enjoy. You know, I'm playing and covering things that I actually enjoy. I'm not trying to appease the masses. I'm not trying to do stuff because it's relevant for that time. And I'm literally trying to play games that I'm excited about. I think the format I'm kind of working towards is trying to figure out how I can make Let's Play content that's binge-worthy, that where people want to lock in and you know, watch a series or watch an episode of mine that I release. So I'm just trying to figure that out. And you know, for me, for next year, again, it's kind of just still pursuing that passion, still pursuing what inspires me, and trying to expound upon this concept that I've got in my mind and trying to lock that in. So ideally, I want to make my YouTube page where you could come there and you could find a series that's gonna, oh yeah, let me put this on. Oh, you know, this is a good little playthrough. Let me add this to my watch list. And you know, you've got like days or weeks worth of content you can just sit there and binge. You know, so I'm trying to.
I like that. Almost library. The Netflixication of gaming walkthroughs. That's smart. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Sean, we're running out of time. We're only a short form podcast.
Oh, no.
I know it goes so quick. Before you leave though, you actually got to go to Gamescom this year. How was that experience and how did that come about?
Yo, that was amazing. I've done that off my own pocket because as a kid, just wanted to kind of experience that for myself. Got me and a few of the men and was like, yo, let's go. Put the money down, bought a hotel. Went out there for
bought a whole hotel. Is that how your money is?
Bought a hotel. I wish it was one day maybe. Rented out a few rooms in a hotel and
manifest.
I know, yeah. And Yeah, I managed to go out there, and yeah, Gamescom's amazing. You know, just to, I wanted to go there as a content creator, but obviously I'm not at that level. So being there as a fan and taking it all in, being on the ground is exhausting, but amazing. Like we'd be there from like 9 a.m. finishing at 8 p.m. every day. Done it for like 4 days back to back, and it was amazing. The game stat is doing that, and then doing other events after that. Nothing compared.
Yeah,
nothing's compared. So I was just like, yeah, this is something if I could do yearly, I would.
People don't realize how much them things wipe it out. Like I was lucky enough to go to E3 in 2018. Yeah. It was the last big E3, so it was the last one with Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo was there.
Yeah.
Fam, by the end of each day, I was finished. White. My foot is my foot. It felt like I went carnival 4 days in a row, fam. My toes then were bunning. It's a lot. Sean, like I said, really glad that I got you to come on the podcast. I really love how much you support us and support the community. I want everyone to go and support you the same way you're supporting everyone else. The content is out there. If people are feeling the vibe, they like the swag, and they want to be part of the Shooting Star gang, how can people connect with you?
I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, more importantly, and TikTok from time to time on Bang'em TV across socials. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
That's where he is at. And we appreciate all of you who stayed to the end of the video as well, because you are supporting us too, and you are the MVPs. Make sure you let us know in the comments below. Can you parry, or you trash just like me? We're not all as great as Sean, but let me know what level you're on. Mini Midas, I know you're watching. You're sick at the parrying. You got the parry skills. Man. I didn't. Thank you so much. Make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you drop a like. Go and support Bang'em TV. We out of here. Peace.